Hey guys, so I'm gonna video off by showing you my stevia plant, and that's what that was. That was from last year. I let it grow dormant in the garage, and that's what I got. I had two, one died on me, and so she's still kicking. So I'm gonna cut her top and try to get her to root for me another plant. Now I'm gonna talk really fast because it's been raining off and on today, and I've been out here trying to get some stuff done because it's literally been raining all week. And this rain, this weather period here in South Carolina has got me a little worried about my plants. But, we're going to make it do what it do. So I'm about to flip it around and I'm going to try to run through my whole garden in less than an hour because my last one was about an hour. All right, here we go. This right here is my patio tomato plant. And I've never grown a patio tomato, and I have it sitting out here in the middle of the yard, but I'm only growing it because I've never grew one before. Sure, it grows like every other tomato. We're about to find out. Don't know if that's squash or zucchini because I mixed my seeds up. Hell, it might even be a golden zucchini. I'll take it. But yeah, I mixed my seeds up. Guys, that tomato plant, come on, get in focus. That tomato plant, this one right here, and those three, get my hand out of the thing, those three at the end, all came from last year. I hope I mentioned these. These are last year tomato plants that popped up either in that bin or that one down there, and I just potted them up because I didn't want to kill them. Excuse me. This is Roma chamomile. Still not sure what kind of mint or lemon balm that is, or if that's even what it is, but yeah. My potatoes here that I'm gonna have to put some more soil on. This is my eggplant, and it is so beautiful. I never grew eggplant before, so here we go. Guys, I don't know if I introduced you to my sweet potato slips, but what I done was I stuck a sweet potato in the soil, let it grow the slips. I cut the slips off and stuck those slips right back in that soil. And this is a Better Boy tomato plant. Those are my potatoes in the bag right yonder. I gotta put some more dirt in there. My strawberries are doing really good. I've been having to freeze them because I'm not eating them fast enough. This is a Big Beef Plus tomato. Never grew it before, that's why I'm trying it. And my lettuce has gotten so tall, it's like waist high right now. And I've never seen it do that before, and that is why I'm letting it do it, because I've never seen it before. Then I have some kale in here that I've been eating on. That right there is German chamomile, and it looks like it's about to do some flowers. And then my oregano, mwah, love it. And I got some lavenders right there. This little bitty thing right here, I think is echinacea, because I sprinkled seeds in there, so I hope that's what it is, because I sprinkled seeds in there also, and they look kind of the same. So yeah, we're gonna roll with it. That potato is struggling, something's been eating it. My onions are struggling, and all of these, like I said, are from last year, and every single one of them look like they're gonna be cherry tomatoes. All right, this whole box right here is an experiment. I have been eating the leaves of these beets. Growing up, I only had beets pickled, and I absolutely hate the smell and the taste of them now. But I thought maybe I should try to grow them, and maybe I would like them by cooking them and eating them raw or something, because they're so good for you. So that's what we're doing. I have tried them sauteed with their own leaves, and it was pretty good, but I think I like it because the leaves taste like spinach to me. These right here are my peanut plants, guys. Never grew peanuts before. I do see some yellow flowers coming on. And also I see that my leaves are turning color. And I don't like that either, but that's something that I've noticed that's going on. And I'm thinking it's from all the rain. And speaking of all the rain, guys, this year is that I gave my plants some, the ones that could take it, I gave them some CalMeg, because last year the yellowing and how they just stopped really producing good, I figured they was lacking calcium and that magnesium. So this year I gave, and they seem to be doing a little better. Blueberry, this is my Brightwell blueberry bush. Oh, I got a blueberry on there. that I could pull. And this is a new addition, but it's also a Brightwell. This is the tomato container. Now last year I had my cherry tomatoes in here, and I also had the Better Boy tomatoes in here. This year it's about 5 tomato plants in this bad boy. I'm just feeding it heavy. They all came up on their own. I didn't plant none of them. So we're going to see what I end up with. This is that grapevine that I had been doing videos on. You know, I paid little to nothing for this thing last year because it was on the clearance aisle. It was about to die. It was one of them dry root plants. You know how Home Depot sell those bad boys? Well, that's what this were. Guys, if you ever see something marked down that darn cheap and you want to give it a try, you might as well give it a try. Because as you see, this thing came back with vengeance. And when I tell you, she loaded down with grapes. She is loaded down with grapes. And I'm very excited for it. Alright, right here, I did a video showing that I was going to plant the same plants, pot, soil, see which one do best. This one you see a little yellowing. This one, and that's Miracle-Gro. So maybe my stuff just don't like Miracle-Gro, because when I planted them in the soil, I used the garden soil by Expert. So those that are in the ground, same with this cucumber that's in the back right here bumping up to the squash. The leaves are much greener, but they didn't grow as vigorous, or they're not growing as vigorous as the ones in a pot. Now this one hadn't even gave me flowers, but it's steady throwing vines and stems and whatever. This one is already throwing me flowers. They were all planted at the same time. This is a cucumber plant, and it's giving me a cucumber already. Has a lot of flowers on it, growing really vigorously. As you see, the leaves got a little yellow into it. And that cucumber that's back there in the back, the leaves are really dark green, but it's not growing as vigorous as the ones in the pot. Now, yes, I'm feeding them all the same. Maybe I'm overfeeding the pot, and that's why they're yellow, because they are in a soil that say that feeds them for 6 months. Now, this is a zucchini, I know, and it was my only zucchini until I figured out I got 2 over yonder. Pepper, this is a squash, and I got a squash on here that I need to come and pull. And squash, that is a Roma tomato. It is loaded down. This is the back side of my grape. Yeah, and it's, like I said, she's loaded down with grapes. I'm very excited. This is a Roma plant, and she's loaded down with Roma tomatoes. If I had to guess, it's probably 25 or more tomatoes on that plant. I just figured out that this was a zucchini and that was a zucchini. This is my Carolina crossbed. Now, I know I got 4 plants in here. One I'm going to let do what it do. And, I should say 2 maybe. But I'm not real sure. However, I am going to be monitoring these vines because I do plan on eating some. But those are mainly for the contest to blow the contenders out of the water of the Watermelon Wars 2026. Now, the Carolina Cross melons I'm growing for the heavy hitters in the contest, so I can try to knock them out, those that really be putting up the huge melons. This right here is, I'm hoping, a chow pea bean bush. But the melons I got over yonder, they're the ones that I'm growing for like Broke Farmer, because, you know, he don't really put up no argument. So those melons over there, the rattlesnakes and the sugar babies or sugar dads, whatever they call, I don't expect them to get real big. However, I did have a 59er in the Watermelon Wars, and it was a rattlesnake. So I could get a big one. But, you know, I don't expect Broke Farmer to be putting up no huge watermelons, because he never do. So those over there are for him, to knock him out. Those right there are for the heavy hitters that's going to give me a run for my money. Now, these right here, I just noticed I had beans as I was standing here running my mouth. So that's a bean plant. My okra is finally standing up, doing something wonderful once it's done been degrassed. Now, these are also peas, those sugar snaps, those 2. And this one right here is a pole bean. And I have 2 plants in there. This right here is the experiment, guys, that I had done the no dig, and they're literally just the pea pots on top of the ground with some dirt in them. And the 2 snap peas, that one and this one, are already giving me peas, and the other 2 I'm hoping are my child peas, which I think they are, but if they're just the green beans, that will be fine. This right here is the muscadine vine that came from Izon Nursery, and as you see, I just pulled bird nest out of there. I've been fighting with that bird all season with that nest, and it keeps coming back, but I don't want it in my muscadine vine. This muscadine vine right here, guys, came from Izon Nursery, but I accidentally hit it, and so I killed some of it off by mistake. Leave it to me, but it looks like majority of it is gonna live, and it gives me the purple muscadines. And if I said this came from Izon, that was a mistake. That one up there came from Izon. This one came from a nursery in Clemson, South Carolina. This one right here came from Izon, and it also gives me the golden muscadine, so that's really good. I really like them. This right here, corn, and that's a cayenne pepper. All the rest are bell peppers. This one and this one came from last year. This one is producing and putting on peppers. This one looks like it's struggling. And my corn, I saw one video where a guy was saying because it was tasseling so soon, he was going to chop his down and start over, but I'm not. I'm just going to let it do what it do. I don't have no experiments. I don't have any experience with corn other than last year I grew corn and I ate corn. So, yeah, I'm just going to let it do what it do. Maybe it'll work out for me and maybe it won't. Now I'm coming up on my Ebony King. I didn't think this thing was going to ever give me no greenery because it took forever to get some green on this darn thing. But it is an Ebony King blackberry bush. Guys, I just checked the temperature and it said that it's 90 degrees out here. And I believe it because I'm feeling every bit of it. It just all of a sudden got so hot it seems. Okay, we're here at my pomegranate. Now that frost we had at the beginning of the year, like out of the blue, killed it because it had already started putting on greenery, and now it's coming back, and that's what it looked like. This pomegranate is a new addition. It keeps putting on flowers, but I know it's not going to do anything because, one, the heavy rain keeps knocking the fruit off, and 2, it's just too immature. Alright, my lime tree right here, guys, it's not coming back. That late frost killed it, but I'm going to let it do what it do. This right here is coming back. The frost did kill it. And this is my fig tree, but as you see, it's coming back. Now, this raspberry bush back here died. We dug it up because it was taking over the blueberries and brought it back here. And when it died, I wasn't too sad because I don't eat a whole lot of raspberries, but my friend do. And so I came back here messing around today trying to do some catching up while it wasn't raining, and I noticed it had raspberries on it. I'm like, oh, just don't want to go away. So listen, this is also a trip because I had my friend go on the other side of this fence and dig me up some blackberries because they grow wild over here, and I just figured it out. This right here came from over there, and it died when we dug it up. Well, he also sprayed some bush killer back there, and it killed this one. But now I'm noticing that that's popping up, and I'm very happy about it. Yes, that's a blackberry. Then I notice I got a blackberry here, a blackberry here, a blackberry here, a blackberry here. And I'm like, have they been growing like that? And I didn't notice because we was cutting the grass. That damn thing just smacked me right in the eye. Oh, God. Anyway, I got a blackberry bush right there. That tree will be gone. Now, this plum tree did not give me any plums this year. This plum tree has 2 plums on it. One right here. And then we're gonna walk around to the other side. And you'll see that I have one right here. Now I've been 7 dusting and neem oiling because I want my 2 plums. Yep, I sure do. Now this peach tree right here has gotten humongous. And out of all the million of flowers that was on it, I have absolutely none on it now. 1 peach. Guys, I'm hot. So now what I'm about to show you are the watermelons that I said that I'm growing for Broke Farmer, because I don't expect them to be no bigger than about 59 pounds or so. So I'm going to show them to you real fast. And here we are. Coming up that hill is something serious. Alright, so I know you can see the melons. Oh, I didn't know I had one right there. There's another nice sized melon. These are Sugar Daddies and the rattlesnake watermelons. And so I did get a 59 pounder from a rattlesnake last year, but we'll see what I get this year. I don't plan on sacrificing any of these watermelons unless I see they have end rot. And I'm going to try my best to keep an eye on that to make sure that I also give them some cow med to try to prevent that. Now, I showed you my lemons. I'm not going to get, I think I showed you my lemons, but if I didn't, here we are. The flowers fell off, but for the most part, it kept its leaves when we got that late frost. And here are my cucamelons. Never grew cucamelons before, and they are putting on flowers, so I'm excited about that. And guys, guess what? I can go in the house and I can get some ice water and get out of this 90-degree weather. And it's probably about to start raining. I was getting some sprinkles, and they're calling for hail. Yes, they're calling for a really bad thunderstorm with the chances of hail. And the last time we had hail, it was humongous, golf ball size hail. So that's the end of my tour. Guys, you stay safe out there and let's keep it growing. That some cases it might be the only way some of us will be able to eat, because prices are just ridiculous. Until next time, I'm out.